Hello, my name is Al Jennings of Boston, Massachusetts, and today I'll be doing a tutorial on automation in Studio One. Automation allows you to change the mix over the course of the song. And many of the DAWs out there will allow you to change the parameters of most of the effects in the track or the entire song itself. For example, automating the volume of the guitar track or automating the amount of distortion in the plugin on the guitar track itself. Its uses are pretty much limitless. Although these lines look like CC data, it is not part of the MIDI spec. Automation is much smoother than CC data and is produced at a higher resolution. Automation does vary greatly in regards to its limits and uses between different DAWs. And functions like read, write, latch, and overwrite mode will be different on how they are recorded and played back. You should look at it this way. For the most part, every knob and fader that can be moved with your mouse can also be moved with automation. In essence, you can control the feel of the song as it is played. For example, if your song was recorded with one guitar track mixed with rhythms and leads, you most likely will want to keep the rhythm sections at a certain level, kind of in the mix. However, the lead section in the track you may want to raise the volume so it sticks out a bit more. You could do this in a few different ways. Some people may break this track apart and place the rhythm in one track and the leads in another. In other words, making one track into two. And this works well if you're trying to layer different effects. However, doing this raises the amount of resources used by your computer. A much easier way would be to raise the volume of the track at the solo and then lowering it back down at the rhythm using the automation feature. In Studio One, you would first click on the Show Automation tab. Now in the track, you will see that the volume button is highlighted and a line has been added to the track view. This line represents the current volume level. One option would be to use one of the many paint tools shown here. This time, we will use the freehand tool. With the freehand tool, you can draw the volume level that you want. Here, the solo part is at the last few bars of the song. Being the solo part is here, we could draw in a volume swell to get the solo to stick out a bit more. Simply click and hold down your mouse button and draw in a line. Another paint tool would be the sine. For an example, this would give a tremolo effect. With this, you would select the first bar and drag to the last bar you would want the automation to be. While still holding the mouse button, move up or down to determine how much volume will be modified. You can also use the fader in the DAW to do the same thing. For this, we will use touch mode. The touch mode allows you to make changes, and once the mouse is released, it will return to its original value, as shown in this example. As you can see, when using automation, it can be a very creative tool, and its uses are limitless. I would like to thank you for watching my tutorial, and please leave feedback on how it can be improved.